You and me are going to be doom scrolling Twitteroonies. Bitcoin, fear, blood, death, destruction. What's going on? Bitcoin trend weak. Altcoins, well, the total crypto market trend strong. Very interesting. First up, we have a comment from Ivan on technology. Boomers are learning about Bitcoin volatility in real time. They are selling in droves. The ETF outflows are insane. Very, very good. We will be buying Bitcoin cheap in 2026. So obviously what we've seen, friends, is the spot ETFs, they are now in a loss. As they were in Trump tariffs, they actually came back to break even, and they were in a loss in 2024. Now the pain has come deep. So that's what he's talking about. The boomers all buying the ETF. Now they're experiencing the Bitcoin volatility. And we'll see how it all plays out. Remember, Ivan is extremely turbo bearish, believes that crypto's in a crypto bear market now, bear winter. He joins like, Mark Yasko, Taiki, Maeda, and everyone out here. Many KOLs believe that's literally all over. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. It will continue to bleed out, including blockchain Becker for next year. I guess everyone's expecting anywhere from super fearful is like 45K Bitcoin, but most people have a zone anywhere from 55 to 75. Okay. But yeah, most people as well, they're talking about, they wouldn't even touch 75. So, those are people who subscribe to 4-year cycle. They go, oh, we're out because it's going to get worse next year. But I guess the rest of us, I'm still holding on because I think that Main Street, which their footprint is in retail sentiment, housing data, and business cycle, business ISM, Main Street hasn't had a kick up at all. And I'm hoping it happens next year, right? And also, you might say, but Sammy, why don't we wait for it to kick up next year? No, it's too late. You can't do that. You have to front run it. The Bitcoin dominance, by the way, is already rolling over. So what if like this keeps rolling over and we move into next year and Bitcoin dominance is like 54%? What then? You know what I mean? And the PMI hasn't really ticked up yet. So that's unfortunate when it comes to markets, but that's also how the game works. You got to front run this stuff. So strong, weak hands are exiting now. Strong hands are still holding. That's what it comes down to. So do you think that we're following these liquidity cycles, or do you think it's just 4 years, right? So obviously, if you check the timing, business cycle PMI is still low. I show you thousands of times. I'm still holding. Could get worse next year. Matthew Highland as well, showing Bitcoin dominance continues to tick down as well. Yes, friends, you can already see everybody who's sold, they don't have a plan. Okay, do you have it? Because they have 0% chance of this happening. What if Bitcoin dominance just keeps grinding down next year? And altcoins are like strong rolling up. They have literally, there is zero plan for that. For the people who say, no, I'll buy back in. If you go and check, then buy back in. Okay, you've sold, so you've paid tax, number one. And number two, where you got to get back in, you get back 30% less coins. So, like, you've lost 60%, 50% of your portfolio. Oh, man, that's painful, man, if they got to do that. If they got to buy back in, they've lost 60% of the quantity of their coins. The quantity of their coins, 50%. Gosh. Jeez, that'd be painful. That'd be painful. You might say, oh, but Sammy, it wouldn't be painful if we go for another year and it is a bear market. Bro, we've been in one for 4 years. We've already done that. Okay, bring on a turbo nuclear bear winter. Send the total industry to negative numbers. Send it so we owe money to the blockchain. Here we have Grand Inquisitor. What if I told you we have been in a bear market since November 21st and the real bull market has yet to begin? November 21. Okay, so that's November 2021. So he's also talking about altcoins still in a bear market. Bitcoin, Kevin Svensson. My observations for Bitcoin today. The demand is low and sellers are exhausted. The bulls were able to hold $86,000 for half of the stock market session. Price should naturally gravitate to the upside. Rebound incoming. Yes, but I guess we'll see what type of rebound that we're going to get. Cash money. PulseChain is at the lows. People are crying like cry fags. They're broke. Lol, I'm on the way to the airport. Vacation time. Cash flow unaffected. Lol, winners win. You guys should join the winner's circle. It is funny to read all that out here. For the rest of us, friends, let's talk real strategy, okay? Real strategy. If you're all in and you can't afford anything, okay, we're on the ship. It's sailing. I'm waiting it out, okay? You do have an option, though. If you're one of the cry faggers, you can click sell. You can leave, and you don't have to yell into cyberspace thinking that everyone is your punching bag. They're not, okay? if you have DCA money from a job, friends, even if it's literally, I'm not joking, $20 thrown in, $20. Like the things are everything's so dirt cheap. You know what I mean? So dirt cheap. And you can't think about, oh, it's just $20. Okay. Firstly, this, there could be coins, friends. Like every $20 you put in, you never know, man. You'd be getting a 10x from here. You get a 20x from here. That's an extra $400 coming in the future. Every $20 pop. But also you got to think about it like this. Bitcoin dominance is so high. Every small dollar you put in can compound, and might be able to buy you a lot more Bitcoin value in the future. Might be. It will be. Okay, when Bitcoin dominance rolls down. It's just you can't see it yet. It's just, you got to play for that future. Insane that the Winklevoss twins dumped Bitcoin to buy Zcash. I'm not sure if that's trolling. Maybe it is trolling. But we have a Sir Nathaniel the dog. So you should really start doing some homework on PulseChain. Deep dives only. Fade the noise. You fit in right with us. It's crypto's only hope. Thank you, Mr. Sir Nathaniel the dog. Keeping it up there. Here you have Raoul Pal. It was great to exchange ideas with my friend Chris Berninski. This will give you a different perspective. So I guess an hour interview out here. Chris Berninski, friends, he's on Twitter Roonies as well. He's just to let you know, a lot of controversy around him now because he's called for a 4-year cycle end, him with Ivan and stuff. He goes, okay, the cycle's over. I've been taking profit. But simultaneously, there's controversy because he is one of the VCs behind Molestia, TIA token, which I'll show you, which has this very unfortunate chart out here, pretty much like everything else. It's down 96%. This is what it looks like, Molestia. Yeah, like pretty much everything else, right? So that's why, friends, in markets, I'm just showing you the navigating the crowd, how people are like, they watch these people, they have like big price target calls, and they're like, hey, I'm with you, I believe, everything's going to go way higher. Then like an indicator flips, they get out, they sell, and then they go, oh, everything's actually going down. But you don't know, like, wait a minute, you got us to buy in. You've clicked sell on us using our liquidity. Now you're calling for it to be over. That's where the crowd feels angry. The crowd's fans doesn't feel angry at the thought of prices going down because they've been dog shit for over 4 years. They just don't like the KOLs, man. Friends, KOLs have been taking a real nosedive in crypto for the past couple of years, dude. Like, it's really, really, really bad. Friends, it's year of the snake as well. Okay, everyone's celebrating. It's year of the snake. You see someone out having a good time? Snake. Snake. It's year of the snake. Snakes are feasting. What do they eat? Mice. And peppercorn. Steak. Right? That's pretty much what's been going on. And also, yeah, remember this interview, I'm going to watch it, but I'm sure like there's VC talk. Well, what they do is, friends, because they know the crowd's angry, they talk like politicians. Okay, that's why no one likes VCs. Because they talk like politicians. So what they do is, they've sold on everybody after they told them to buy. Okay? They've sold on them, but they don't talk about that part because they know that makes them angry. Because they're VCs. They're good at like networking and like building emotional connections with people. More so that and trying to get into deals early rather than like, trading per se. So there's a lot of people skills that they've learned. So then they learn, okay, the crowd's messed up at that. So naturally what they'll talk about in their interviews is, oh, long term, I think Bitcoin we'll see it trade over $500,000 one day. Ethereum, I think northwards can do this. Oh, we're going to have trillions and trillions. They see these words. What they're doing is they're talking about 2030, 2032, they're talking about, oh, next time, but they don't focus on the part that they've sold. Okay, I'm just showing you how the manipulation works. Alex Becker. I just bought a whole truck ton of crypto, and it feels like I bought a bunch of zombie virus vaxxed, warm, left out expired jizz from a pregnancy clinic. Wow, that is very, very, I don't want to know what that tastes like. Again, WTF, this is awful. Why am I doing this? So, I hope we look back, we get his tweet, and we're like, oh wow, he's literally saying, why am I doing this? And it actually ends up being the buy of a lifetime. He had blockchain backer, also very bearish. Wild day for stocks. NASDAQ gapped up 582 points, 2.3%, and opening, and then it reversed all of it. A minus 1,000 point candle body taking out the October 10th low, which liquidated the crypto market. So we'll probably see is obviously NASDAQ. Everyone's calling the top of the AI bubble. We're going to see that. We'll see how the US Fed and everything gets navigated. When it comes to the US Fed balance sheet, stocks are like super, super high from the Magnificent Seven. Let's see if Trump can do something, but we'll see. The Wolf of Wall Street, $1 trillion was wiped out from the US stock market today. Ouch, it looks like Nvidia did not save the day, folks. Yeah, friends, I've seen this thousands of times. Everyone's like, oh, Nvidia will save the stock market. I literally said I've seen this thousands of times. Oh, gap up, fade the whole move, and then pretty much continues down. Remember, price action moves first, friends. Narrative follows later. You can't save anything with the news. You just can't. Richard Hart, in life, you can't control everything that happens to you. You can control how you respond. Keep doing what works. Eventually, reality yields. The greatest times are ahead for us. I will approach them fiercely. Okay, it is very true. Yeah, you can't control. Yeah, we want a 2.5 to 3 year bear market. We've got a 4+ year bear market now, but everyone's saying, hey, it's going to be 5. It's going to be 5. They just keep adding years on here. That'll be something to think about. You can't control everything, friends. We have taken responsibility. No crying in the casino. We know that the upside's big. I know you're feeling the pain because, friends, when you listen to someone who's changing their mind, you got to remember they don't tell you they change their mind a lot. Okay, they don't do that. They don't say, "Oh, indicator flip, change my mind." They don't do that. But that's their record. Okay, a lot of people like this. Okay, it's cyclical like that. All right, but you got to remember, everybody's trying to grift something. They're trying to sell you into something. Right? Everyone's trying to be a salesman. If they have a large number of followers, I want you to ask why. Why do they have a large number of followers? You know. Now it's not always the case. Someone's got a big number of followers that they're selling something, but just think. Right? Interesting. PDI is setting up to 4x your core coins on the weekly. It's rounding up. So this is the PDI pulse ratio. Its value is 83. He believes it's going up to 300. That'd be nice if PDI gets to, like, you know, near 1 cent. That'd be good. TreeVon, friends, we have once again, friends, I mean, miracles do happen. We have a tree that actually talks. You gotta just keep buying your way through the pain. This is TreeVon. I guess, friends, honestly, TreeVon, if you're out there, I know you're out there. I walk past you in the park. I look at you. I touch your stump in a family-friendly way. I see you blossom. I see you shed your leaves, TreeVon. I see your roots deeply engraved into the floor. I see you get thirsty. I talk to you sometimes. I appreciate you. Sometimes you got spider webs in you, so I've got to be careful as well. Thank you, TreeVon. Thank you. But also, TreeVon, friends, you know, he doesn't follow anybody, so I use him. He's a pretty good signal. He's a pretty good signal for stuff. Okay, obviously he'll tell you. It's like no one's 100% right all the time. The shorter your time frame, friends, you become more and more 50-50 towards 50-50 on a lot of stuff. Okay, but it's not about that. Okay, but it is interesting just to know he's even thinking, got to buy your way through the pain. So, you know, he is an independent thinker. Doesn't follow anybody. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, so he's probably looking at everyone. He's probably like, the crowd's selling. Yeah. I see him as more independent neutral because if he has to leave, he sells stuff early many times. When he wants to leave, he just leaves. He's got no attachment to anything. So it's nice. So I can be like that, but it's me. Like, I always know, hey, am I biased or not? You don't know. So it's good just to use these other signals. Here you have Carlin Tark's crypto, and he's going to talk about some crypto again. Few, if any, bull run cycle top indicators triggered this cycle. It's important to note that several bear market indicators did trigger, such as Bitcoin rolling over below the 50-week moving average, okay? There's a death cross and a timing perspective. The cycle's unusual, he says, and he's got the ISM chart. It's possible what happens going forward. We get a bear market with a similar drop than usual, 50% drop instead of 70%. So he's talking about 65K Bitcoin. See how I said to everyone's between 55 to 75. He's talking about 65K Bitcoin, followed by a pump along with the timing of the ISM starting mid to late 2026. So what they're doing, friends, is this is why markets are unpredictable and stuff. So in a nutshell, what he's doing is everyone's convinced that next year is going to be garbage for Main Street and that they will have a chance to buy when the ISM crosses above 50, okay? That's what they think, ISM above 50 to 52. If you check others BTC in 2019, it is already on the 4th green monthly candle. Okay? So, but that's why, because you don't blame them, because they've just seen altcoins go down for 4 years and they've seen, oh, everything's bad. So you guys need like a massive flamethrower to basically burn all the spiders in front of your way just so you can run through and basically start rocketing to the moon. That's why no one believes that altcoins can show strength. That's why we use these ratios. Bitcoin dominance, others BTC, right? That's what it comes down to. So, and look, that's why I told you we're set up for a disbelief rally as well. QT ending is not the same as QE. See what I mean? That's why those people can be front running. But we'll see. We don't know. Next year could be trash. This is the thing, man. Like, it's been 36 months. We're going to get this 37th month bad of PMI. It's going to come out in the next 2 weeks. 37 months. But the Empire State ticked up. So you're not going to get, friends, PMI above it. So I just want to show you. Let's actually go through it. I'll just show you here. By the way, we have this dude out here saying, I think Ethereum is a triple-digit poop coin in the bear market. He's talking about $999. He thinks Ethereum's gone below $1,000. See, friends, all over. Look at, you understand, friends. He's got like, 60,000 views. So many things. So many people bearish. Oh, you have Sir Nathaniel the dog as well. Give you a like. He likes out here. So what I wanted to show you is that ISM. Yeah, but wouldn't it be amazing if there was a world where you and I could sit there and then the ISM ticks up. We have one data point and then we buy and it goes up only after that point. It doesn't happen like that. The ISM is backwards looking for 30 days. So the price action moves first. So if we recover a bit, maybe ISM ticks up to 49. And then next month, we recover a bit, ISM ticks up to like, 49.6. And then we burst out upside. You never know, like a big, like, I'll just give you an example. If Ethereum, you see Ethereum 4,700, maybe ISM's like 49 there already in the next month that comes out, or 50. You see? But that's still not the acceleration. That's that you're back to the median. So it's not so clear cut. I have my big, beautiful macro chart here as well. I know we've got a lot of lines as well, friends, but I just want you to have a notice. See the brown? Friends, the brown is the copper gold ratio over time. You see? When the copper gold ratio is going up, it's timed with the orange is Bitcoin. Okay, and actually I'll show you. I've got the price scale here as well. We have a look at. There you go. I have the price scale here just so you can see. They all line up, man. They literally all line up. The economy, it all moves and it breathes together. So copper gold ratio high, and look, it's at the same time. Let's actually put this visual order. Yeah, so the copper gold ratio, friends, is high here. This is the brown. See the brown? It rolls up here. It's moving up. That's timed with the top of Bitcoin. The yellow is the PMI, and the green is others BTC. See how they're moving up? What are they looking like today? The copper gold ratio is literally new lows. It's literally at lows, right? And the PMI is low. And this is what, and you can actually see as well, the others BTC, which I'll show you too. It's not rising, it's still like flat. And here you have Bitcoin doing this roly-poly over, okay? So, just going off that, look, I know it's weird, man. I know it's weird. 50-week moving average, Bitcoin price action, super trend. I know that. I still think altcoins are cheap. Don't stop believing. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.